Alright, so yeah, sorry about that. It's been quite a bit of a stop there, really. I was in the middle of recording and my brother turned up for a quick chin wag. So yeah, I've spent the last 2 hours chatting to him and I'm back on the video again. So hopefully it's only been a couple of seconds on your part. So I think we just sold a bunch of stuff there. Set myself up. Anything to sell? A couple of wood blocks and some deck walls and some half wood blocks to sell. So 350, 60, 70. Can't remember what I bought here. I think I bought fast learning. I think it's probably what I bought here. What did I pick? Yep. I thought I would. Fast learning purchased. So do I buy any food? I think I do. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Come on, hurry up. I can almost hear you guys telling me that every time I do this bit here. I could technically cut a lot of this stuff out. Again, I don't like how the music stops there as well. That kind of interferes a little bit with how you want the game to play. But I have been downloading some freeware music from Kevin MacLeod, and you know, I've been using some of the YouTube music for the old school Amiga games recently, so I can always put my own music in the background and lower the volume down of Pixel Piracy to deal with that. So we are going to go to the next encounter. So, this should be a nice easy win. We're doing okay. It's one dead and a level up, which is always good. Other than the fish on the island, there's not much else there I really need. We took the back anyway, so. So we got ECBO, Carroll, and Dryden. So where are we going? I think there's an island there and a level 1 encounter there, I think. So that's what I was pointing out to you guys. Do I go Vitality 2 as well? Or do I just sit on it? I think I'll sit on it. No, he's just leveled up. Can't do anything with him. I think I just sit on it. The thing is, his stats aren't very good anyway, so I think I just literally sit on that and go, I know what, sod it. It's pointless. We have got tribesmen and a silver chest. That's a very, very unbalanced craft, that. So in we go, in we go. Straight up 6 damage from the thrown spear. But if you look at that guy, you know, what a pasting. Now, I think I forgot that I had bananas. But then again, I think I know I'm dead anyway. I think there's no way for me to win this. Because they've got too much HP, I'm not doing enough damage. And they're doing like 7 or 8 damage per hit. So I think I'll make a break for it. Stab for 8 there. Just boom. Bang. And that's the end of that captain. So, yeah, I was kind of cheesed off, really. I was just like, wow, you know, basically being split between 2 kind of killed me there. That was just unfair as hell. So basically I start a new captain. And I just thought, you know what, just to fill the video out, we'll just make a new captain and things like that. So I basically ended up calling him Billy Big Job, and the world name is Jimmy. So now he looks like a Billy Big Job. So that's him. As always, I'm probably reading out the stats of the captain to you guys, so you know how it is, but it's on the screen there, you can read it for yourself. Caring, scarred, and a candle maker. So, statistically, he's not too bad. He's not too bad at all, because having the +3 strength, or the +2 damage, so you're doing 5 per hit at the start of the game, isn't too bad. Vitality is again +1, which is not so great, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Just so you guys know how I make the videos, I think I've explained this before, but I record it now on fraps because for some reason OBS doesn't work properly on my computer. So it records them, but it records it at a very low frame rate. So that kind of sucks. So I basically use it or record it on fraps, which does it like 50, 60, 70 gigabytes, and then I play it back in and record it like in a program like Windows Media Player or Zoom Player, Z Player, VLC Player, things like that, and I'll play it back using those, and then I'll record it using the OBS software, because the OBS software does it at a good frame rate. As long as it's not being recorded live, it does it at a good frame rate and it keeps the file size low. So basically I can record, say, a 70, 80 gigabyte file and it will come out at like 200, 300 megabyte file at full screen, and yeah. So that's how I basically record it. And sometimes it causes a little bit of lag when the video is uploading. I think I'm actually reading this guy's stats out because we just bought him, I think. It was a thief, so starting crew member, a thief. It's quite pricey as well. I think he was like 320 odd gold to buy straight up. But still, I'm not too sure how the thief stat works. The reason I say that is, does he get the gold, get the 5 gold on hit, or do I get the 5 gold on hit? So, you know, it all comes down to that. Do I get it, or does he get it? If he gets it, he may have a chance of upgrading his weapon. So that's always good. I fill up on food. One thing I didn't do was check the island for oysters and stuff. I probably should have done almost immediately. I should check the island for oysters, but I forgot. I forgot. So yeah, that's basically how I record. Like normally, what I would do is I would record using Fraps, and then I would convert it using the VDub software. Is it VDub? I think it's VDub, and I would convert it into an XVID format at around about 720, I think, and it'd be at high definition. But sometimes you would it'd take like 4.5 hours to actually load the video, if that makes sense. So it takes absolutely forever for the actual thing to convert. Whereas at least this way, I can record live and re-upload audio format or audio stuff if something's gone wrong. Say for instance, if I go through an sort of stage, and half the video is full of me going yeah, I will then re-upload the audio. Or if like on this one here specifically, sometimes it does work that way, sometimes it doesn't. On this video, I've actually got the sound in the background. You can actually hear the sound. That's because when I set my microphone up, my microphone wasn't actually connected correctly, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My microphone wasn't connected properly, so you got no audio from me. All you got was the game sound. So I've had to re-record over the top with the other processing file, the VDub software. I can't do that. It won't allow you to do that. You either lose all sound and just have vocals in the background, or you get nothing. You know what I mean? So you just you stick with the sound you got. So basically, having the ability to record live using the Open Broadcast and OBS makes it really easy. So you can record it, then basically record your video player, playing the actual the Fraps file, playing the video, and then just record on top of it. And if you have to change any audio settings or anything like that or whatever, I can do that, and I can record on top. So it's all done straight away. So as soon as I press the stop recording button, boom, I've got like a 120 gigabyte file there, or megabyte file, just bang straight away. It's a pretty decent island, only one mob and an oyster, so this should be quite easy. But then again, my captain's on 8 HP, so that's not always a good thing. Every now and again you might hear like a clicking noise and my mics go silent. It's because I'm actually eating at the same time as I'm recording the video. So just don't want my food getting cold, so yeah. Get him doing that. Oh, we got a book there. That's nice. Combat focus. That means I think I do more damage, or higher crit chance? Something like that.
There be treasure! There be treasure!
He is a thief, so he may have a chance of doing some not very nice stuff. As always, you've got to be careful around the tribal statues. Yeah, nice. That's one of my peeves for this game is the tribal statues. They really grind me, especially when they spawn like 4 mobs on the boat, and you're like, no, I'm gonna die, no, because there's absolutely nothing you can do. If you're low HP and they spawn, they will automatically hit you like 2 times or 3 times, and at 8 HP, I was instantly popped. There was nothing I could do to stop it, so that's never ever good. So yeah. Yeah, I do apologise about all the clicking and things like that on the video. It's basically VLC, I think, with the high frame rate and high gigabyte files that Fraps makes. I think it struggles, because sometimes I've had to do it in Windows Media Player or Zoom Player to actually get the videos up and loading, because this file, this program, won't load some of the really high like gig files. Luckily enough, because of that switch in the middle there somewhere, I actually had 2 separate videos. So I have 2 separate 20-odd minute videos, 3 captains, and I was able to put both of them into this thing and let it load. But unfortunately, you're getting this little lag sort of system behind it. But a VLC player is very, very good. You know, I definitely wouldn't say don't use it, because it's extremely good. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think it's trying to... Yeah, it's loading. Okay, yeah. It's almost like it's buffering the file size, if that makes sense. So I'm not too sure if there's anything I can do to stop that. I don't think there is, really. Then again, it could just be my computer trying to catch up with all the stuff that's going on. There's not that much going on. Literally, I've got like... I've got OBS and VLC player running, pretty much. Obviously, I've got these stuff in the background running. I still don't understand that. If you see there's a dead body that's just floated up from underneath the ground and landed on the edge of the island there. I don't actually know what that's all about. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I think I'm selling stuff. Yeah. What do I buy? Probably buy cooking and fast learning, I reckon. Because I actually get caught out with this cooking, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I think this is where I get caught out with the cooking, because I think I immediately give that to my thief. And at one stage, I'm sitting there like, oh, I've got no food. Oh, fishing boat, nice. Boom. It'll come up in a second, but I'll get a fishing boat. And then all of a sudden, he starts eating on the boat. I'm like, how's he eating? The fish isn't cooked. And then the captain goes over and starts eating something. I'm like, hang on a minute, this doesn't make any sense. You know, the fish isn't cooked. How can he be cooking? You know, what? You know? There we go. Come on, hurry up, peoples. Captain's starving. I've got to admit, I preferred the setup before, in the situation with the food, because you would guarantee yourself full hunger. At least, well, I won't say guarantee it, because you know it had a finite number, but you're in a good chance of getting something out of it. You know what I mean? So you'd fill up your hunger bar almost immediately. You'd fill it all up, and then whatever was left over, someone else could take if they needed it. Which I preferred that system to what they've got now, to be honest. But you know what? It's not bad. It's all right. It's all right. I can deal with it. So. Move. This does get boring, you know. Even I understand how boring this gets with the ship. But once they start cleaning, it's not too much of a problem. But it's just getting to that point of actually cleaning. So this bit here, I'm going on the notion that I'm sure this goes here, that goes there, that goes there, you know, that sort of thing. So I know roughly where I'm going with a lot of this stuff. But having map reading would have been it's just so much better having map reading, to be honest. Now I know this one's empty, but I'm just testing something out here to see if it still works. There was a thing back about a month or so ago where if you went back to an older island and you went back on there, you could re-loot what was on there. Like, say for instance, if you had a tribal statue, it would give you another TP boost. If you had, say, the coconuts or the banana tree or whatever, it would give you some more bananas or some more coconuts, and so on and so on. So it is worth going back to some of these islands, especially if you know what ones have got what in them. You can go back to them and actually re-loot things like your coconuts and your bananas, and if you need a TP boost for any reason. But then again, with the TP boost thing, I don't know whether it has a chance of respawning tribesmen or not, so you've got to be really careful there as well.
There be treasure.
Now my idea here is that was a bad idea to go up towards the level 1 encounter there, because I couldn't guarantee that I was going to survive the level 2 encounter with what I had. I've only got a level 4 captain and probably a level 3 or level 5, a level 5 just normal crewman. So I can't guarantee that I will survive that. You know what I mean? So I'd be pretty careful. So fast loading on my captain. Empty island, lovely.
There be treasure.
Gotta love an empty island. Gold treasure chest as well, and some oysters. Now, one thing I've noticed is that if you say, for instance, if you direct one of your guys to attack something, he will only go as far as your captain will allow him to go. So he'll basically run up to where your captain is and just stand there like an idiot. So this takes ages, by the way. You know what? I am going to skip through this because that just sounds like a better idea. Because it takes absolutely ages to kill these guys. There we go. You know, I probably just skipped about 50 seconds there. That's how long it took me to kill them. So I do apologise about that skipping, but it had to be done because it takes me forever to kill that thing. So I've got to admit, I like the music that they added into it. Like this one here, specifically, I like quite a lot. It's got that very sort of upbeat, very piratey feel about it. And again, it sounds a little bit slow than the normal one, if that makes sense. Like I'm pretty sure the normal one's a bit speedier, but for some reason, sometimes when I record, the actual musical sounds are quite low. So there is that. Now, yeah, I hate having to do this. It's very dull, very boring, but when you haven't got a cleaner, you have to do this. It's kind of imperative. So I believe we go for that one, and then we end up going back to the main town, I think. I end up saving it at the main town, and that's where the video ends, I think. So we are pretty close. We're looking 6 minutes or so. On a fishing boat.
There be treasure. There be treasure. There be treasure.
Now I'm sitting and I'm going, drop your fishing rod, drop your fishing rod. Yes! That's just saved me like 200 gold. Drop of the fishing rod, have that. Gotta love that. I was quite chuffed I got that fishing rod. Cause it's like, that's 200 gold in your pocket you don't have to pay out for, which is fantastic. So I think I'll just go straight back to the main town. Got enough money to buy another pirate, got enough money to buy another book. So and that's where I realised around about there that he's got cooking. Because he hasn't got it. Hang on a minute. Yes, he has got cooking. Give him the chef's knife. Now, I'm not too sure how that works, to be honest, because if you look at the chef's knife on that bit there, it's actually marked red. So, I don't know if that means it's actually currently working in game or not, but when it says, like, you know, cooks better food, what does that mean? Does it mean it gives you more of your hunger bar is filled when you eat the food that he cooks, or, you know, what does it actually mean? It doesn't give you more food, it just means that he cooks better food. But again, could it just be the actual food that he gives you is of higher quality, so you feed more, if that makes sense? say standard, it gives you 50 hunger or 50% hunger. Does it give you 65% hunger, and so on and so on? You know, that's what I'm trying to get at. I think all the guys here are pretty yank, to be honest. So I think I just grabbed the most expensive one. What was it? The Gambler, I think. Ezra Warshow. So here I'm sitting there thinking, just, you know, who do I want? None of them really look very good. The only one that could possibly at least half decent, maybe the Gambler. But there's nothing really there that I think is worth grabbing. So I just grabbed the Gambler. I'm done with it. I know I've got stuff to sell as well, so. I was saying on the camera that he looked like a ninja. He looks like a ninja. Nope, I'm keeping that fishing rod. I definitely don't like that. It's like the fishing rod cost like 195 gold. Sell for 5 gold. Really? Really? That markup price is terrible.
Heavy treasure.
Not sure what I'm looking for here.
Heavy treasure.
I think there I'm just giving him 3 level up points. Let my captain take care of the oyster at the back here, hoping for some extra gold. Extra gold's always good gold. And nothing. So back to the book vendor to buy a book. I'm not sure what I grabbed here. Did I actually grab anything here? I'm not sure I did. I won't sell any of that, pretty much. Cleaning. Surely I grabbed cleaning. That'd be crazy not to. I'm not too sure what's more important in the next line. To be honest, the next line would be either to grab map reading or to grab fishing. It'd be really interesting what they could do with, say, the stats for, say, a fishing rod. What extra stat, like what extra special up would they give you for the fishing rod? Does make you wonder, doesn't it? What could you use? The thing with the fishing rod, what could you do with a hook? Maybe 5% chance to disarm. Maybe that could be interesting. You know, grabbing the, like with the hook, disarm them, hit them again with it or something, I don't know. Could have it so it has a chance of grappling someone, you know, so you can grapple them or something and drag them along the boat or something similar to along those lines. So yeah, just a random thought there. It just popped up in my head. So that's it, pretty much. And thank you very much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time.